Hi, this is Iris. I'm at the Polyform Design Center and I'm here to show you how to do the Mokume gane technique. That's a technique that made the design that's in this ring. There are many different methods to do Mokume gane. I'm going to show you one that I think is relatively easy. I start with 4 colors of clay. I'm using Primo and Primo Accents. I use a dark color, a light color, and 2 medium values. You can experiment and see what happens with your clay, the colors you want to use, and how it turns out. I'm going to take 2 sheets of clay. They're both rolled out on the they're both conditioned and rolled out on the number 2 setting of the clay conditioning machine. And I'm going to put them together. And you'll notice when I put them together, I start at one side and kind of push toward one end, and that prevents air bubbles. And today I'm also going to be using some gold leaf, and all I do for that is take one of the sheets. It doesn't matter where you put this. I'm just going to put it down, and it doesn't have to be put down perfectly either. Okay, I'm just going to take all the excess off. Okay, I have 2 sheets on the number 2 setting, and I'm going to roll it out in my pasta machine, clay conditioning machine, on the number 2 setting again. Looks pretty neat, huh? Okay, so I have these 2 sheets rolled together, these 2 sheets rolled together. Then I'm going to put the 2 sheets together, and I'll roll it again. Okay, once I do this, I'm going to make what's called a Mokume gane stack. I'm going to cut these up like this. I'll lay one right on the other, also pushing it as I go. So it's nice and flat without any air bubbles. Pushing it down, and then just cut this in half. I find it a little easier to work with a thicker stack, and I always do the same thing. I always push it down like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to distress the clay. Here's a Mokume gane stack where I distressed it with a flower cutter and our needle tool and a circle cutter to get this. And I left it just as I distressed it. Here's a stack that I distressed, and then after I distressed it, I pushed it all together. So the stack I have now, I'm just going to use some different tools to distress it. I'm going to just have fun. And to tell you the truth, you get surprised all the time because they always come out different. Can use the flat ends, and each tool creates a different design in the clay. And then I have an older blade here that I'm just going to wiggle around, and I'm going to put through the clay a few times. Seems pretty distressed, and then I'm going to push everything together. Okay, so that covers up all those holes that are in there. In order to get the designed layers, what I do is I just shave a layer of the clay off, and I'm going to keep shaving until I get a sheet that I love. So have fun. Try out this technique, get some great areas to work with here and there, and make some beautiful jewelry.